Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We're going to be talking about Will Fuller and what he brings to the table in a Will Fuller film study and film session. Before we get started those, please drop a quick like and subscribe. That would really help my channel grow. I'd really appreciate that. And with that said, let's dive right into the video and I hope you enjoy. So what a season it was for Will Fuller last year. Before we dive into the film analysis, let's just talk about his stats. He only played in 11 games. I mean, this guy's been injury prone throughout his entire career, yet he still managed an 86.2 PFF player grade off of 53 catches, 879 receiving yards, and 8 receiving touchdowns. This guy was dominant. He earned an 85.0 PFF player grade as a receiver, and overall, this guy was really, really good for that Texans offense and Deshaun Watson. Now, though, let's dive right into the film analysis. So I think the number one thing you have to realize if you're Will Fuller is that, number one, you've got speed. You've got ridiculous speed, and for those reasons, he's a deep threat first. But he's not just a deep threat, and we'll get to that in a second. But right here, he's going to be matched up at the top of your screen, right over there, and he's just going to run a go route. And you're just going to see the amount of separation he's able to get. So Deshaun Watson's going to end up throwing this ball deep, and you can just see, this is masterful. The amount of space he's created over the top, and then he's simply able to just go up there and catch that football. There's not much to this play. It's not a good camera angle, I'm sorry. But once again, he just goes up, catches that football, but he uses his speed to get there. I mean, you can just see his speed on the outside, especially off the line of scrimmage. You can just see how fast he is. I mean, you can see he gets to top speed really quickly as he's able to just get off the line of scrimmage and accelerate and burst, and then beat the defender, and get into the end zone for a score. So really just number one thing when it comes to Will Fuller, he's a speed guy. However, he uses his speed in a multitude of ways, and it's not just to beat guys. In this situation, it's just to get off the line of scrimmage, and we're going to see him over here at the bottom of your screen, one-on-one on the outside. And right here, he uses speed to just beat the corner at the line of scrimmage. And you can see Deshaun Watson wants Will Fuller automatically. That's where he wants to go. But Will Fuller also has the athletic ability to go up and make really big catches. So right here, he's one-on-one with Mike Hilton on the outside. And Will Fuller, yeah, he's beaten him to the outside. He's gotten that outside, he's on the outside here. And now he's going to basically just go up on the top here and go up and make a big play using his athleticism and his physical skills. And then, using those good hands and those good solid hands to go up and make that catch. And then having the body control in the air to get 2 feet in bounds. So it all starts with the speed to get to the outside. Mike Hilton's pretty fast too. He's not a slow corner by any means, but he's able to get to the outside, uses that burst, and now he's got the athletic ability in the hands to go up and make a big play. So he's a well-rounded receiver too, but the speed and the athleticism and that mix makes him really dynamic. Another thing I love about a guy like Will Fuller, in this situation he's matched up one-on-one on the bottom of your screen, is his ability to be really fast, but also to adjust at speed. And this is one of the better plays of his season last year. Really quick get-off, is able to get to the outside pretty quickly, and that allows for Deshaun Watson to, have somewhere to go with the football. He simply lofts that ball up there, and this ball is not great, right? Will Fuller is in a bad spot here. The corner's playing this really well, and that ball is coming down over here, but the corner's in a great spot to go up and get. And this kind of reminds me of Kenny Golladay, who had a very similar play against the Jacksonville Jaguars, where he kind of adjusted to a ball and then ended up making a really big play on it. And Will Fuller simply undercuts the corner here. So Will Fuller thinks that the corner, I think that's CJ Henderson, I want to say, CJ Henderson, he thinks that the ball's going over here and Will Fuller's going to continue on that side, but Fuller has really good instincts and simply just undercuts the corner here in CJ Henderson, and simply just undercuts it, and then he's got the speed, that breakaway speed, to take it to the house for a score. So overall, just really good job here by Will Fuller, just reacting to the football, adjusting in midair, and then going up and grabbing it, making the corner just out of the play, and then having that breakaway speed to go score a touchdown. Just really good job there by Will Fuller. And another thing that the Texans used Will Fuller for was his speed, but as a screen almost. So here, this is a great move by Will Fuller here. He's making that corner bite almost by moving him that way, and then he's coming back to the football here. Really smart there by Fuller, creating a little bit of space for him to work with, and then allowing for the blockers to get out in front. But then once he's caught the ball, he's got the speed, the elusiveness, and the athleticism, and that burst, that short area quickness, and that ability to accelerate for him to be able to pick up yards and get into the open field and make a big play. So really just good job here by Will Fuller. because it's all about his speed once again. It's his speed, his elusiveness, and his quickness. So he just basically darts inside, and then he's got that burst to get to the next level and make a big play, and continue to move the chains for that Texans team. So overall, once again, really good play here by Will Fuller here, just using his speed, his quickness, and his hands to first catch the ball, create some space for himself, and then he sees the field really well, sees where he needs to go, and then just goes out and makes a play, and picks up a big yardage because using his speed and dynamic ability in open space to help his team. And that's what Will Fuller does. He uses his speed and his elusiveness to really help his team, and that's something that's super evident on this play here. And in the last play, we saw Will Fuller being super dynamic after the catch. But in this play, this is another play where we really see Will Fuller be dynamic after the catch too. He's going to be one-on-one here on the outside, and he's kind of just run an in route, an in-breaking route to the middle of the field. And as he runs his route here, he creates separation because of the speed, and the corner has to adjust for that speed. But now, you see, he's in the middle of the field. There's no one really around. He's caught the ball. It's a nice little pickup, but then he's got the ability to extend plays because of his speed. So he's caught the ball here, and now he's got the ability to run after the catch because he has that speed. And now he just gets the outside the hash marks, picks up big yardage because of that short area speed and and the acceleration, his ability to get to top speed really quickly. But it all starts with the speed that teams have to respect from him, and that allows for the space underneath for him to work with, and then he's able to be super good after the catch because of the speed, and then the yards after catch ability allows him to be productive after the catch here, as we see him pick up a big gain. And that's something the Texans took a lot of advantage from last year, and this is something that we're going to continue to see. This is another play that's very similar, where we're going to see Will Fuller one-on-one on this side, and he's simply going to run an in-breaking route, and he's going to take it for a lot bigger than it should be because of his speed and what that creates. So really, this is a really good play design here by the Texans because they're moving all these guys over here, which allows for all the space underneath for Will Fuller to run into. And what that means is that this area clears, which means that there's space underneath for Will Fuller to work with, and then he can take that upfield. So once again, it's an in-breaking route here. It's zone coverage. You can see it's 3rd and 12 here. So once again, they're not going to be playing, man coverage. They're going to be in zones here. And Will Fuller, once again, he's just working with what he has. And then he's got the blocks up front. He's got the blocks here, block here, block here, and all he needs is a few blocks, and that speed is so dangerous. Speed kills at the NFL level, and you simply see him turn upfield and take it up for a little bit of a big gain after picking up the first down. So simply, it's just simple, you got to respect the speed when it comes to Will Fuller. He's so good after the catch because of that speed and that elusiveness in open space, which makes him a super dynamic player. And finally, this is what Dolphins fans have been waiting for. Some great news at the wide receiver front. It's going to be Will Fuller signing a 1-year deal with the Miami Dolphins. And what's Will Fuller going to bring to the table now? What can he bring to the table with this Miami Dolphins team? And I think he can bring a lot. For starters, Will Fuller is a guy who can stretch the field, and we talked about that in today's film session. He's a guy who can really stretch the field and bring a lot of that to the Miami Dolphins offense. He's a guy that can really take that speed and use his speed in different situations to add a different dynamic for that Dolphins offense. And, he's going to pair it next to Devante Parker and Preston Williams, and he's going to be that speed guy, that change of pace guy. It's a 1-year deal, too, so it's not like it's a long-term commitment to Will Fuller, and I think this is an absolutely fantastic move by Chris Grier. I really like what it's going to help Tua Tagovailoa. It's going to give Tua Tagovailoa another option, a guy who can stretch the field. He was really, really good last year with Houston, and he's going to be a guy that can really help stretch this field for the Miami Dolphins. I really love this move as a Dolphins fan for Miami. I think that he's going to bring a lot to this offense as a pass catcher, really helping stretch the field, give Tua an option over the top of the defense, and a guy who can really space the defense out. So really good move here by Miami, going out and getting Will Fuller. I absolutely love what he's going to be able to do, really helping bring his speed, yards after catch ability, underneath route running, really bring all that to the table for this Miami team. And with that said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Did you agree with my analysis? Why or why not? What were your takeaways? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Also, if you're new around here, please drop a like and a sub. I'd really appreciate it. And with that said, I hope you enjoyed the video. And until next time, see ya.